girl, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. Hi-Fi Unicorn is back with Stop It. I have been enjoying all of these Hi-Fi Unicorn songs so freaking much. So I cannot wait to see what this one is all about. Let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, this is a different sound. Ooh, a little harder, which I really like. Ooh, the whisper vocals? Yes. Give it, Shuto. That was like perfect, the way those guitars came in. Oh my gosh, the bass too. Ooh. And a little pause. Okay, we have a little quiet part. Bring up the anticipation. Ooh. Ooh, ba 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 in the background. Oh, okay, keys in the background. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Ooh! Do you like a little clap bit sequence? Ooh. I like that they actually put a filter on this part versus just being quiet. Ooh! Nice change rhythmically. Ooh! Ooh! Ba-da-ba. I love that. The all stop. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Oh my freaking goodness. This was so good, guys. Like, okay, so Hi-Fi Unicorn has been killing it, right? This entire year, they've been releasing so many songs, and they have just been killing it. like really, I've enjoyed so many of their releases, and like some of their releases are like in my top favorites, like of this year so far. This song, when I tell you it's different from everything we've heard so far, guys, like out of this world. There was so much happening. I have to give it up for the vocalists, of course, Shuto and Taemin. Like, they always do a fabulous job. Couple things I want to point out is I loved how they were able to bring dynamic to this particular song, and they did that in a variety of ways, but the one that I want to recognize the most is their soft singing. This is something that is really hard to do with intensity, because you would think that you would use less air when you are singing quietly, but you actually use more because you're filtering it through usually a smaller space to make it quieter. So they did a really good job at like bringing that up, especially like, and then building the tension after that. Both of them did that. And then I also appreciated in the part towards the end where they actually put a filter over their voice to make it the whisper as well as like make it sound a little farther away. I really enjoyed that aspect. They are fabulous singers. I could talk about them all day, but I really have to give it up to the instrumentalists here today. They were freaking going at it. It was so good. Especially Kyun on the bass. The bass was so freaking sick. And their rhythmic like harmony together, basically all the elements coming together is just so tight. Like there were so many like really cool instances of like rhythmic playing. Especially like if you think of like Homin, like in the drums, there were a couple of times where it was like in between really cool runs on the toms, like really interesting. And at the same time, then you have Hyunul, which like in the guitar, like just kind of making this whole thing up. I don't think that I've been pulled into a song like this in such a long time, as far as like everything that they were doing rhythmic wise, melodic wise, harmony wise, was actually, I was being pulled into by the instrumentalist versus the vocalist, because I'm a vocalist and I really love Taemin and Shuto's like not only their chemistry together, I love the sound together, I love the harmonization that they do, but it was so the instrumentation was so good, it just like kept pulling me in. I kept hearing like really cool runs, like I said, from Kyun on the bass. I kept hearing really cool different rhythmic patterns from Homin, and then Hyunyo was like breaking it down, like really, really good. And I think that I like that they went a little harder rock in this end, because we've heard them throughout this entire year. You know, they've done a little bit of like a ballad. They did several like more poppy songs. They did some that were a little more funk based, and I feel like going a little bit harder rock here definitely made the instrumentalists stand out a little more. And you guys know that we have been talking about like taking the instrumentation, like kind of focusing on that throughout these different songs that they've kind of been like giving them a voice. And here I really do think that while I absolutely love the vocal line, because it's so good. It's always so good. That's the thing. So then for me, like the instrumental stood out even more. Like it was like they were really complimentary of each other, and I really enjoyed it. And I love the way that it was bringing dynamic and texture to the song, which was so freaking incredible. And I loved there were several like not pauses, but quiet parts before you go into the chorus. And then all of them just looked like they were jamming out the entire time, which I love, like seeing like musicians have fun with what they're doing. And Hi-Fi Unicorn always seems like that. And I think one of the things is because they really get into what they're doing and they focus on each other. They look at each other. They, they have like this undeniable chemistry as a group. And so I'm obsessed with this song. This is immediately going on like my favorites list right now, and I'm definitely going to be listening to this probably all day. So tell me what you guys thought about this. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or the MV? This is really hard for me because I loved so many parts of it, but I'm going to say the whisper part in the bridge. I think that was just such a good idea to put that filter over their already whispering voices to make it sound even farther away. Great choice. But tell me your guys' thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.